Happy New Year 2024. What an interesting and exciting time to be alive. As I said previously, I believe 2024 will mark a big change, not only for Kidderminster and the surrounding areas, but for everything. During the coming year, as well as documented all the changes, I would like to shine a light on those who give selflessly of themselves to help make the community we live in a safer and happier and cleaner place to live. In today's video, we take a look at the street pastors who make our streets safer and help those in need. So here we are tonight with the unsung heroes of Kidderminster. Tonight we are spending time with the street pastors who give their time to walk the streets and make sure that people are safe here today. So tell us a little bit about what you do and the kit that you're taking out with you tonight.
Okay, well this is the kit that we're taking out. We have sick bags. Sometimes people who are a bit worse for wear can't get into a taxi because the drivers are afraid they're going to be sick. But sometimes if we can negotiate, give them a sick bag, they'll take them. So that's why we have those.
Fantastic.
And also obviously it saves the mess. We've got foil blankets for people we might meet who are cold or in a state of undress and a bit past it and need some warmth. So we carry those too.
Lovely.
So that's what I've got here. And we've also, if we come across broken glass, we've got dustpan and brush, and we tend to collect bottles and cans when we see them because it's thought that they could be used as weapons, so we pick them up off the floor and stick them in the bins out of harm's way.
And then sort of the other side is, people are out to have a good time, and we're there to support them, but we're also there to sort of help them to not get the bad side of people. There are people out there that will spike drinks, sadly. So we do carry with us some spikies, which are little tops that go into bottles that you can put a straw into so that nothing else can get in, you know what's in the bottle. And then more recently we've got these which then go over a glass with the same idea that you can put a straw through the middle, so nothing can get into your drink that you don't know is there. So while we can't prevent, we can help people to avoid becoming victims and ending up worse than just some alcohol. So we carry those with us as well.
Yeah, and then we've got water, which is useful not just for people that have maybe had too much to drink, but sometimes homeless people just need a drink of water, and flip-flops, for which we are famous, I believe. Sometimes ladies in particular just need something a bit more comfortable on their feet.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
For them as well.
And what we're going to go and get in a minute is lollipops. There's a few theories about why we give out the lollipops, but I think the main one is it's a great conversation starter. And who doesn't like a lollipop?
And it has been known to break up fights or potential fights.
Ready? So just a little bit about yourself and why you actually do this. What motivates you to be here tonight?
Okay. Well, first of all, we're all Christians and we're part of different churches in the area, and we do it because we believe that, well, as we believe at Christmas, that God became a human being and came to live as one of us, and to pay the debt that we owe God. He also came to show us what God's kingdom was like, and how people behave towards one another in God's kingdom. So we're not here because we're trying to get brownie points with God, because for every one of us our debt has already been paid, and we do it out of love for God, and because we believe that Jesus cared for people and he ministered to people. So that's why we do it.
So personally I decided to join the street pastors because our Christian faith, it can't just be a nice idea. It's about our relationship with God, but it's also about our relationship with everybody, our brothers and sisters all around us. So for me, my faith it can't be separated from then how you live and how you love others. And there's a very famous part in the gospel where Jesus says, when I was thirsty, did you give me drink? When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was in need, when I was in prison, when I was sick, all these things. And they say, well, when did we see you in any of those situations? And he says, when you did this for the least of your brothers, then you did it for me. And this is just one way. It's not the only way, but it's one small way in which we can respond to that. When we're helping someone, not just who's had too many drinks, but maybe someone who's in despair, maybe someone that has no one to turn to, maybe someone that just needs someone to come up and say, are you okay? Sometimes the care of a stranger really touches people if they feel that nobody cares about them. So it's great to do that for the people around us. It's great to do that to make the town we live in a better place. And it's also, as I say, our response to that call in the gospel to do for the least of those around us. We're also doing it for God in some mysterious way. And the great thing about it as well is I don't see this as like going out for us to go and do a good thing. I genuinely enjoy doing it as well. We have a great time. I go home feeling completely invigorated, and it seems strange spending your time out in the street on a Friday night when you could just be at home and tucked up in bed, but I genuinely enjoy it. It's genuinely fun, and we have a lot of laughs as well as people in need. There are some people that are just out having a great laugh, and they're really good fun to be around as well. So it's good for us too.
And one of the reasons we do that and we go out into the streets rather than letting people come to us is that we're following Jesus' example. Jesus went to the poor, he went to the marginalised, he went to those people who needed him, and we're in effect doing that on his behalf. So we go on the streets and we speak to people, and we're not there to convert people, we're not there to preach the gospel other than through the gospel of loving our neighbours. And that's what this is all about. It's about loving our neighbours, going to them, going to where people are in need. Yes, there are places, of course there are places where people have to go to, amazing places like the food bank, but sometimes we just need to step out and go to where people are, following, as I said, as Jesus' example. And that's why I do it, following that example and going out in the streets to find the people that are in need.
We're heading towards Tesco to buy some lollipops.
So I presume this is the quiet end of town, is it? At the moment.
Got folks around us.
You know what? There's enough of you.
In Birmingham.
The lollies. Thank you.
When you need.
Breaking open the bag. Thank you very much.
Last time we were here, the people at New Bar said that really people start coming in about 1 o'clock, and often after movies finish.
We're all different in our little bunch, aren't we?
How many in total are there in your group?
We started off with probably 14 street pastors when it was really busy, and now we're down to people who are actually fit enough to be out on the street. Four of us at the moment.
Four of it. Oh, right, okay. So will you be looking to expand your group?
Well, we were always hoping that people would like to join us, so yes, it'd be good. And our 45 Live is usually open, but it's not today. So it's just the swans open this evening by the look of it, so it must be a Christmas thing. They may all be, waiting for Christmas Eve.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Christmas Eve's it's a long time away now. I think you're not very intrusive, just watching around the whole time, seeing what's going on. And sometimes if there is something that looks like it might be a situation, all we just do is go and stand there and smile and look friendly, and sometimes that just diffuses something, or a situation that looks like it might be unpleasant just goes away. So it's not very often we have to go and actively get ourselves involved in something. It usually finds its way to us, doesn't it? So we just keep an eye on all around and just say hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is the uniform. We all have coats off for somebody. We'd have to make sure there's a street pastor word underneath our coat.
We've got to have the uniform on all the time, and the hat is obligatory. Hello. Do you want me to get this?
I don't mind. Look.
Get the dustpan and brush.
Here we have a lot of broken glass on the floor.
You sure?
Yeah.
There's a clean-up operation in progress. The whole gully here is cans and bottles, and they're just removing the bottles with the glass, which can be easily broken here.
Careful.
So we're heading up towards the station now, Kidderminster train station, Station Hill there, and we head under the underpass. So this is the underpass as we come out. Glass bottles are deposited in a safe manner.
I don't really know if it's better now, but it certainly feels better than it used to. You have to hang on to the bag, Sue, as
There is lovely interaction with people as they head off to town.
Let's offer a beer.
Lovely,
Have a good
fantastic.
New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
See you
Bye. Here we are walking up Station Hill.
It is lovely when
Yeah.
the police acknowledge you as they're going past.
a lot of bottles.
So the train has pulled in.
Let's try and keep each other in sight.
I shall be looking from this side.
The last train arrives at Kidderminster.
Street pasta, what's all that about then?
Hey?
Hello, street pasta. What's all that about?
So yes, the pastors are here. They walk the streets, just making sure everybody gets
Community's
home.
safe.
Yes.
Oh,
the
what a
community's
nice
safe.
thing.
Yes,
What
yes.
a good job.
Where is it going to go?
The pastors are so well received by the public. I noticed that they've painted over the little motif, the Banksy there. So that's a shame. Luckily, I did a quick video of this when I was here in November 23. Perhaps the government should take notice of this, the writings on the wall.
Separated from their friends they went out with, or they've had a row and split up with a boyfriend or something. So it's good to be around the station just as the last trains arrive, just to make sure everybody disperses and gets home okay. And usually it's fine, but I mean, we have sat on that wall over there for about 45 minutes waiting with somebody sobbing uncontrollably, waiting for their lift to come. We had 2 lads came running up the road. When's the next train to Birmingham? Well, it's tomorrow. Oh, what do we do now? And we help them find something to eat, get some water, you know. And I think the poor lads had to probably sleep in the shelter on the platform.
So the last train in, everyone waiting for a taxi.
Right.
Nobody there.
You all right?
They hand out a few lollies.
You want one of your lollipops?
What do you find?
The station, very variable.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes there are people waiting on their own and we usually just wait until
Yeah,
they're
which is understandable.
safe. Sometimes we find people distressed because of what's going on. Then it's me, and they've ended up on their own.
Is this the sort of the only area you've covered, or do you?
At the moment it is, because there's not many of us now, so as a minimum we try and visit the station to do the last trains on Friday night once a month. I mean, it's not very good, but it's better than nothing at all.
Which is, I'm sorry, my taxi's out.
Yes,
Fantastic,
I apologise.
lovely. Now we head down back towards the town centre. And now we come back into the town centre.
Take pictures of us.
She's got a drumstick.
You getting home okay?
When I'm here,
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
she's
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
they are boyfriend and girlfriends that stick with them.
Yes, all right.
More lollies delivered.
Good night. Enjoy the rest.
So we head back through the town centre, town hall. And this is where I leave the street pastors to continue with their brilliant work. If you come across them when you're out and about, say hello. They may even give you a lollipop. They do appreciate a kind word. If you would like to join them, the street pastors are an interdenominational ministry. If you're involved with your local church and are interested, the contact details are here.